Hey everybody, how are you all doing? This is not loud enough? How is this the case? I don't even understand. Alright, the Magic Online sounds are gonna be super loud. Oh, I'm sorry. I have like a new setup for my music so I can balance it right for you guys, and I always forget. Anyway. We're here playing just the regular old Modern Goblins list today. Modern is like a little bit stale at the moment. The best deck is Omnath. Ledger Shredder made its way into blue-red. Living End is big because it beats Omnath. We have decent matchups against all of those except Omnath. But I haven't gotten a chance to try this Blood Moon plan against them yet. So we're just going to keep trolling the leagues until we find some. But I haven't been that lucky finding it. I don't think I should probably have a Takenuma in this list, and my Takenuma would probably go over a Wooded Foothills, I guess. Not Takenuma, Sokenzan. I keep seeing it in Joker's listed, meaning to add it, and now I remembered it off the top of my head this time. So we lose a black source actually either way, so I might as well take out a Blight Step and keep the Wooded Foothills. So I think we're one black source short, is that right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No, we're not short any number of black sources. All right, cool. Yeah, so pretty simple sideboard plan. It's possible these Thought Seizers should be more Void Mirrors. We're not going to worry about Living End today. We're going to see if these Blood Moons work against the decks we're talking about. That's it. That's all we're doing. Need a way to remove their one-mana enchant. Yeah, I've talked about that. There's a couple ways you can do it. It used to be hit at Sugu, and engineer explosives, but they're too late. And to be perfectly honest, once they get a Renin 6 in on turn 2, it's like too late anyway. So there's not a lot of good ways to remove that. If you're talking about blowing it up afterwards with some kind of like some kind of Stone Rain type effect, that could be. But I'm not sure that I want to be playing Obsidian Charmaws and things like that. We could, but if I was playing Obsidian Charmaws, I would just get rid of these Blood Moons or these Skirk Prospectors, and there would be a lot of different stuff going on here. I think we're just trying to test, like, is turn 2 Blood Moon good enough? Like, is that something we can mulligan to? That's sort of the goal. I know that blowing up their lands and being like a pillage deck is good. It's like, how much can we really warp our sideboard to do that? Like if I put the actual card pillage in the deck, I have more ways to kill Torpor Orbs, I suppose, if that were a thing. So we could kill lands and Torpor Orbs, but I don't think I want to go there. It is something you can do, though, and maybe we should do, but right now, from Blood Moons, Ley Lines, a couple Thought Seizes, and a whole bunch of Skirk Prospectors. And if this turns out to be bad, you know, well, this is a good hand. I'm not going to say what the worst draw in the deck is, because that will coax it off the top of the deck. But I'm tempting fate by even suggesting there are bad draws. You should know what this one is. Taking a look at this hand. Docking a Stomping Ground into play with a Mishra's Bauble is a play you don't see very often. They targeted me, so they know what I'm about to draw, which means they have perfect information about my hand. Well, I guess they don't have perfect information about my hand. They know I'm drawing a mountain, and I'm just gonna play it. They know what we are. We can use these to fetch Blood Crypts or whatever if they kill this Vial, but I have a feeling we're going to be okay here. We probably won't get this combo off, is my guess, because shocking a Stomping Ground into play implies like lightning bolts and things like that. Here's a Renin 6. Oh, it's a Tarmogoyf. Okay. We might have called out the Pillage Boogeyman. Maybe Panza. I guess I want to play this. Maybe not. Maybe I want to get 2 shuffles off Snoop next turn because I have nothing I can play like in response. Yeah, let's. I'm not gonna chump. I can take 2 from Tarmogoyf. Not worry about it. If it ever comes down to blocking Tarmogoyfs, we're gonna win this game. I think, usually. 9 times out of 10. No dashed Ragavan. Dragon's Rage Channeler. I am going to kill this Dragon's Rage Channeler with its Delirium trigger, or its Surveil trigger on the stack if they cast like a ramp spell here. Don't. So we put a creature in the graveyard no matter what. This Goyf is going to be bigger. It's only a question of killing this Dragon's Rage Channeler, which we can do on our turn. We're likely just going to pass here. I do want this. No, I'm just going to play this fetch land. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have played the fetch land. That means I can only play 1-drops that I find off the top. It's okay. I'm going to attack. And if they choose to block this, that's good, because I'm just going to kill it before their turn one way or another, I think. Even if they were to, like... I guess they could Veil of Summer me, which would suck. No, Veil of Summer doesn't grant hexproof from red, so... we'll be fine. Salami Bomb is this guy's name. It's a good name. Salami Bomb the Gristlebrand. Take it. They bolt my face. So this is an aggro deck, is what we've learned. But if they don't have a second land, they have killed themselves. So, Aether Vial proving that just the confusion aspect is going to be good enough. They may be missing a color, which means they may have subtlety here. I am going to just file this in because of that. Always play around subtlety when you can. Kiki Jiki. Copy. Make a bunch of copies. They could be missing white, but there's no way to play around that. No good way to play around it. Just one Kiki, just one left. There's one on top, one in hand. That's when I was talking about what the worst draw on the deck was, and how I didn't want to draw it because my hand was really good, except if I draw this one card, this was it. If I drew the second Kiki, my hand didn't become unplayable, but it didn't become a not keep game winner. Alright. This is turn off auto yields. I'm pretty sure this is way more than 16. Copy this guy. Say yes. Put a Sling Gang on top. Save targets. Stack them all. So, green-red Delirium? Is that what they're on? Should I expect Traverse the Uvenwald? I assume I should expect Fury, which means I may want to board in the one Void Mirror just to do it, because they're like a fair deck, and shutting off that from a fair deck is probably good. I couldn't go for it last turn. Anyway, your Snoop needs to be able to tap, which means it needs to either have haste or no longer have summoning sickness. My camera's all shifted. It either needs to have haste or not have summoning sickness anymore. So like I had to wait to untap with the Snoop one way or another. It's a tiny bit, right? Right. I expect from them. I expect Ren in 6. I expect Blood Moon, which means my sideboard is kind of garbage. Like these two thought seizers are probably okay. This Void Mirror is probably just not good enough. You could bring in like a value Leyline of the Void or two if there were actually bad cards in your deck. Not sure that there are bad cards in my deck. Like we can cut 2 Harbingers because they kind of stink. Because you're probably not comboing against the red deck. We can cut. Probably don't want to cut anything else, to be honest. So these 2 Thought Seizers are going to do it. And if we see them like super reliant on the graveyard, if this turns out to be Jund, maybe you bring in a couple ley lines, but I kind of want to keep this hand. I think just having Snoop plus Vial just gives you so many outs. So if this is going to be a long drawn out fair game with Tarmogoyfs, I think getting these things into play early is probably going to be good. I do also want to fetch a basic swamp against this deck if I can. Green-white fetch implies, yeah, okay. Green-white fetch grabbing just basic forest. 100% a Blood Moon deck over there. Which means I definitely am looking for basic swamp right now. I mean, I don't want to draw it off the top, but when I get a chance, I'm going to find the basic swamp. Yes, I'd like to use the Aether Vial ability. Okay, that's like an easy no-brainer play. Do I want to fetch a basic mountain? No, I want to save the fetch for when I have a Snoop. I also don't want to take it from my lands, so Cavern it is. Also means we get to make blue mana to assert our dominance. And we'll block. We can't pay Echo. We didn't plan on paying Echo. Because we're going to hold up Munitions Expert. Oh, actually, maybe we should have planned on paying Echo because of Tarmogoyf. Puts a creature in the yard. This was probably a slight mistake. I probably should have fetched a basic mountain here. We'll see if it ends up being relevant, because it could not matter based on whatever play they make. What? Okay. So what happens here is if you double block, a creature is in the yard after Tarmogoyf deals damage. Actually, no, they would go to the graveyard at the same time, wouldn't they? They're probably going to blow me out with a lightning bolt, but I kind of want that. It's not like they're going to deal damage to each other. They're going to see if it's lethal or not, and then they're both going to go to the yard. It's not like lightning bolt being the lethal thing, where it resolves and then you check. All of the damage is going to happen for everybody. Yeah, I figured this is what was going to happen, but that's fine. That was worth one part of a Mogwar Marshal token. So we'll use Aether Vial's ability. We can get we can get 4 goblins in play, can't we? I kind of think I'm supposed to do that and just kill this Tarmogoyf, which is their only threat. They seem to be very land light in general. Because, they're very land light in general because both games they've kind of been stuck on 2, which once is unlucky, twice I think there's a pattern here. So they're probably one of these like really bad pretending to be legacy tempo decks, where, you know, nothing costs more than 2, but they don't have the Xerox element. For those of you who don't know, I know I used that term for the first time the other day with a friend of mine, and never heard of Xerox. When somebody talks about a Delver deck, that's a Xerox deck. Death Shadow was a Xerox deck, even though it didn't play Zelda. The Delver. Looks like we were right. They are threat light. So they're on this like cheap threat, protect the queen game plan, but Goblins is very good against that, and they don't seem to have... I imagine the way that they get most of their value in these games is Ren and 6 and Darcy. How's it going, Lumberjacks? Thank you for the well wishes. There was a nice tight bun earlier. I got it fucked up. That all looks the same. Yeah, I think I want to tick up. And I do think I also want to pay Echo. I'm not even going to play this Snoop because they may be on Pyroclasms. But we just want to push as much damage through as we can. I'll play Den of the Bugbear. I wasn't planning on playing the Snoop, so like not a big deal that I can't this turn. Actually ticking up. So this is one of the reasons I've never mentioned this on stream before, so it's not like I just don't talk about this a lot. One of the reasons I removed 2 Harbingers before instead of removing 1 Harbinger, 1 Kiki when I think the combo is unlikely is because even though Kiki Jiki is way more expensive and you're way less likely to play it, 2 things. Number 1, if I do end up going for the combo, I want to... this Ragavan's gonna hit. Not a huge deal. If I do end up going for the combo, I want to, you know, still have Kikis in the deck, right? So it's less likely for you to do it, and you can tutor the matron, tutor the other pieces up with matron, so it doesn't matter if you take some of them out. But also, Kiki is just a really good card, so in a longer game, like it's perfectly okay to just take your Vial up to 5 or play 5 lands or whatever. I imagine there's a Lightning Bolt here, so I'm not going to play the Kiki Jiki out. I may Den of the Bugbear, although I kind of just want to Snoop. They have 6 cards in hand. Maybe they are missing colors. But I think I'm just going to keep the pressure on. And that means firing up the den. The Snoop will hopefully draw us cards. They are ahead on cards, so I want to maximize our opportunities to draw cards with Snoop. We're putting them dead on board. They can hit me with Ragavan again. I have 2 mana open. Not the scariest thing. Although, I have to wonder what's in their hand, because they've played 2 removal spells in a Tarmogoyf. And I would guess usually that the rest of their hand is removal, but they didn't point it at Den. Oh, okay. So Mages of the Moon, 100% a Blood Moon deck, like we said before. Do we just Kiki Jiki copy Mog War Marshal? Do I uptick the Vial to get free mana? I feel like having the Vial at 4 is like probably better. Yeah, because I already have the 5 lands. Obviously, another land on top is not good. We can't play Snoop plus Kiki, but I don't want to. So now a Pyroclasm effect. I'll address that in just a second. Did you consider 2 Skirk, 2 Fnatic? I don't think that it's really... I saw somebody say that when I first posted this idea of just putting 3 Skirks in the board, and I think it really misses the point of why you're playing Fnatic and what a sideboard card is worth. I also need to be able to play Sling Gang Lieutenant, so I'm glad I didn't take this up to 4 because I wasn't thinking about it. I'm playing Mog Fnatic because of Ragavan decks, and Skirk is not the same. I would much rather be good against Ragavan decks game 1 than have an extra sideboard slot. As it stands, I would use a sideboard slot for a Void Mirror, and it's like really not what I'm trying to test with the idea anyway. So it's like maybe you would do that for a tournament, but I still don't think I would. Like I'm playing 3 Mog Fanatics because I think Mog Fanatic is very good. Is what it comes down to. The Skirk I only think is good on this Blood Moon plan. Like that's why I'm playing that. So like the whole like you could change these numbers to get 1 more sideboard slot. Like I could do. There's something off my dish rack. It scared the shit out of me. I'm sure you saw that. Like there's a lot of numbers I could change if I wanted 1 more sideboard slot. I could put Trash Master into the main like a lot of people do. But the reason I went with this main configuration is because I think it's the best in the dark in combo decks and fair decks. And then after sideboard, you get to decide how you want to mold your deck. But I'm gonna go to 5 here, and that means we're probably looking for combo hands. This is not the kind of hand you want on 5. I don't want to go to 4. I obviously didn't see very many good hands. It's tough to throw back these 2 cards and just be on a 1-lander. So I think I have to split the difference and throw back Light Step and Sling Gang. Yeah, so if you believe Fnatic is worth putting in your deck against all of the decks that are playing 4 Ragavans, right? Like, that's why it's there. 4 Ragavans and all of the other, like, you know, incidental stuff that you get to kill that happens to have 1 toughness, but really it's there for Ragavan and Dragon's Rage Channeler. If you're sitting there saying, like, I want them to have 1-drop 1/1s that can win the game, what is it? 4 times more? 2 times 4 is 8? Yeah, 4 times more than I have my 1-drop that is for that. Like, I don't think that's a good idea. So, I think the hedge of, like, of playing 3 Mog Fanatics instead of 4 is number 1 for deck space. Yes, but 2, it's because those cards get a little bit worse as the game goes on, and Mog Fanatic also gets a little bit worse. So you're kind of just hoping to have it in your opener or draw it early like we just did. We're going to grab a Blood Crypt here just so we have actual colors of mana. Magic Online has been stuttering in weird ways lately. That was like a strange spot for it to lock up for just a second, but yeah, Arbor Elves, Risen Reef, yeah, it's very good against those. And maybe in a Risen Reef meta, which I don't really believe we could ever be in again because the difference between the 4-color Omnaths is so small. If the person wants to play Risen Reef, they can play Risen Reef, but they don't have to. So like, I kind of don't know why anybody is playing the Elementals version of the deck, but yeah. Anyway, if you were in a meta where there's even more valuable X1s to kill, like, yeah. Good. That was my phone dropping out of my pocket. You could do that. You could go up to 4, but I don't think I would go down because your matchup against the Ragavan decks just gets so much worse when you can't kill. When you just get behind on board as Goblins, very hard to catch up when they are casting, you know, multiple spells in a turn, hitting you with Ragavan to make mana, surveilling. Did somebody just 5-0 or win a tournament with a weird Blood Moon Jund deck? Like, why are we playing against all Jund right now? There's already creatures in the yard, so we actually get to kill this Tarmogoyf. It would be even better, I think, if we drew a land. And then we drew... Yes. Okay. So, I guess Basic Forest makes me want to grab Basic Swamp. Probably not the best idea. They're not playing Blood Moon. This is Jund. The last one was green-red. This one is Jund. So we just kill this Tarmogoyf straight up. We don't have to do anything fancy. We do have to do it main phase, I think, because we want to get in for 2 and just pressure them. But we do have 0 cards in hand. So if they play a Fury, which they're a little bit away from, we're in a little bit of trouble. However, if we can fade Fury next turn and untap and maybe draw a land, draw a Ringleader, draw a Matron, we're in really, really good shape. Now, was that Tarmogoyf killing me immediately? No, so maybe I shouldn't play into Fury. But what can you really do? Seasoned Pyromancer. Alright. Not the worst. We can attack right into that, I think. Not with Pashalik, right? We'll see what we draw. What did they discard? They discarded Seasoned Pyromancer and a Lily. Lily's pretty bad on this board. I'll give that to them. Yes, we'll take up. Watching your content makes me want to get back into making Elves content. I've been trying to play Elves and Pioneer and stuff lately. I think it would be very worth it. If I can clear their board again, I can ping, wing in with these guys, attack. I guess this wouldn't die. I want to activate Pashalik Mons. Is there a way to do that favorably? Probably. An activation, and they just have a 1/1 left? I should probably just swing in with everything because they may have a fatal push. Maybe I'm just supposed to pass because this is a fatal push and I want Pashalik Mons to like get value, and that's how I'm winning this game. They're at 17. Yeah, I don't think pushing damage is the way to go. Actually just gonna pass. This is a weird line, but I don't want that fatal push to come out and hit Pashalik Mons easily. I'm gonna make it awkward for them. Like, I'm not even gonna block. All right, so Proxa means that they're gonna get to do fatal push no matter what. But I may get to sacrifice the Pashalik Mons itself. Next turn, they're gonna have a Croxa, which sucks for me. All right, so we're gonna pay 1, 4, sacrifice this. Going to, do we ping their face? Possible I should ping their face, but I can't avoid Fatal Push forever. This Croxa is gonna kill me. So I'd rather have just that on board. We'll know if they have a Fatal Push after this. No Fatal Push over there. Does Lingang win? Well, Tavern doesn't win. We play that out because Crox is just gonna kill it. So we can swing in with everything. If they block here, we sack this. Then they play Croxa. Yeah, this Croxa is really one of the only problem cards from Jund. Like, it makes everything so much harder. Obviously, drawing all lands is... And mulling to 5. I forgot I mulled to 5. Make sure I didn't yield through this. So... we could save this in case there's a Kiki. Or we could just let it die. We have to sack this. So we're going to do that. I guess I was supposed to do that first. I guess there's no reason not to do that first. I missed 2 points of damage here. Maybe just 1 point of damage. Yeah, okay. We're just gonna let this happen. We'll hold up the activation again to sack the Pashlik Mons itself if they target it. There could be a Fatal Push over there. They're pausing as if the last card is Fatal Push, but... missing that point of damage. I really hope that doesn't come back to bite me, because this is going to be a close one. Croxa's going to hurt. There's no question about that. Nurturing Peatland into play. Here comes Croxa out of the yard. I do think this version of Jund I'm going to bring in Leyline of the Void against, but probably not 4. We're going to go to 10 here. Probably going to crack this Peatland to try and find something. I can't do like a yield until end step because I'm holding up the Pashlik Mont activation just in case. A lot of things I think win off the top here. So we're not gonna tick up. That doesn't win off the top. 2, 4, 5, 6. Can't activate twice even. We kind of need to block, but we'll be able to block no matter what. I mean, they're definitely going to block. We can't swing with this. We'll have 2 chump blockers. All right. Not a lot we can do. This doesn't have trample, right? Don't believe it does. So we're not going to hold up the... not going to hold up the... Pashlik Mon's value this time because we just need enough blockers to get around enough attackers to get around Croxa, and we waste a goblin token by waiting this time. I mean, we probably did the other times too, but really needed to draw something. And you play it out because Croxa will make you discard it either way, and you'll lose the same 3 life. Now we can just straight up F6. See what they've got. There it goes. They're at 9. They swing with Croxa. Well, they could have. Renin 6 gonna ping one of my guys. Or is it the greediest Renin 6 in history? Wow, they tick up for the Peatland. They think this game is gonna go a long time. It's over now, or wow, no attack. That is strange. I'll say that. Not use Aether Vial's ability. Oh my god. Just straight up flooding. I mean, I have to pass. I'm surprised. Oh, that was a different player. I was going to say, I'm surprised that they're not swinging when they pointed like fatal pushes at my Goblin tokens last game. But this is the new Jund opponent. Get the Peatland back. They have these Kamigawa lands just to invoke the fear of Boseiju in you. So you know why they're playing the deck. Well, that was one of their best draws for sure. They discard Inquisition Bloodstained Mire. There's no way this Croxa shouldn't be attacking. Like, honestly, no chance. It's an Abyss. It deals 3 to me. I don't know how they get not attacking here. Unfortunately, we didn't tick our vial up. And also, unfortunately, we're just drawing all the worst cards in our deck. I'm gonna make a token to block. I don't know. I'm not gonna make a token. I'm gonna make a token to block, but I mean, they haven't even been attacking. I don't know what they're planning. So they fatal push my token. And so I think I'm gonna take this opportunity to make the blocking token, because if they want to stop that, they then have to point another removal spell at a token. So tiny edges. We have no more responses, so we can just yield. A ringleader or a sling gang off the top would be huge. Would a sling just win on the spot? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? I think it would. Not anymore. They fatal push another token. Not anymore would it win. So we're going to take 2 here from the Pyromancer. So we're going to be at 5. Literal last turn to draw anything. There's a lot of good ones in there. Probably like Matron into Sling Gang. Matron into Sling Gang may be enough. Because we're only a couple goblins short. Skirk doesn't do it. Skirk does not do it. We can block this. We can discard Skirk. To not take the 3. I guess we just pass. And we have... I don't think we can win from here. Yeah, so that kills me. That was unfortunate, but, you know, we drew like 5-6 lands in a row, basically. Thoughtseize is decent. Leyline is decent. Blood Moon is actually okay against them. I mean, they get to still play Seasoned Pyromancer, which is like actually one of the best ones. So I think I may just want to bring in these 4. Shave down Kiki's and a Harbinger. Probably cut an Aether Vial. And then the rest is like kind of where you want to be. Could shave a land as well. Be a 23 land deck this time. I think I might shave a Cavern if that were the case. Because Blood Moon does make it super awkward for them to play their black spells. Because most of their removal. I think this should be fine. I don't think we want any of this other stuff. Crashmaster's not good. I do wish I had a Chain Whirler in the board. I think you keep this hand against Jund. You don't like mulliganing against Jund in general. And has all our colors of mana. Has combo potential very late, which is actually when you want it. Has 2 Mog Fanatics to deal with Dragon's Rage Channelers and things like that. Mog Fanatic is actually good against Ren and 6, as is Mog War Marshal. So this is like a pretty keepable hand. And if they play Dragon's Rage Channeler, you just kill it immediately. I imagine this Thoughtseize takes Goblin Matron. The second best thing to take is Mog War Marshal. Unless they have a bunch of X1s, and then they'll take Fanatic. But if you have a bunch of X1s, you probably take Mog War Marshal. It's tempting with Thoughtseize always to take, to not take cards they can't cast yet. But the truth is, how does this hand beat the next Elden Lord? I am the next Elden Lord, so the fact that this hand is bad, Thoughtseize bug, beats the next Elden Lord. There you go. Riddle solved. It's not bad. It's just a mediocre hand. I don't want to. I'm gonna speed run through this league so I can just switch over to play some Elden Ring. I don't know if I'm gonna release those videos to YouTube, but I exported them over there just so they don't get lost, and I can like download them at a later time if I wanted. I'm gonna pay Echo next turn because I think the 1/1 has value against a deck that's full of 1-for-1s. This is a really good board against Ren and 6, by the way. They ping my token, I pay Echo, I hit it for 2. This is a really good board against Ren and 6. Not the best against Tarmogoyf, but the Mog War Marshal will block it if I do deem that necessary. But we're just in a holding pattern here, kind of waiting to draw lands. Triple Mog Fanatic. Okie doke. Not gonna attack. Not gonna block either. Can take 3. Can take 5 actually. I don't think I would probably block if it was 5. But another Tarmogoyf. Okay. This is looking like a Battlecry Goblin game. But maybe first it's a Ringleader game, even though we can't cast it. Battlecry Goblin is a 4-mana play anyway. I could just Boggart Harbinger to the top so they can't take it. A Fury just... I concede to a Fury, right? Like, I don't think I can beat a Fury. Thoughtseize I can probably beat from here. So I'm going to do the high value play of drawing an extra card, assuming that they've used all of their discard, but maybe that's wrong. You could get Munitions Expert to kill a Tarmogoyf, but then there's still a Tarmogoyf blocking your way. You just want to draw a number of cards. I stream that game because my streams are... I mean, I think Elden Ring streams in general are probably fun. Especially for somebody playing it blind like I am, because you're just constantly going, what the fuck is going on? And, you know, it's, as long as the person isn't just whining and crying, it's probably a fun game to watch. It's beautiful, too. That's, like, half the thing keeping me going, you know? Fatal Push on a Matron. Guess to get an instant in the yard. Because now this is a lot of damage. Inquisition is not Thought Seed. Means it doesn't take Goblin Ringleader. We may be losing this game anyway, because we may not draw a land for this. I think I'm going to take 4 and chump one of the Goyfs, just to keep my Goblin count high. If we draw like a Munitions Expert next turn instead of a land, that's okay. This Renin 6 behind a wall is really tough for me. This is a win con. They may never swing. Yeah. That's a little bit expected. Ashalik Mons. Ashalik Mons means I can kill Renin 6 no matter what, but I would take a huge 10 damage on the crackback. This is 2, 4, 6. If I surprise them with the Pashalik Mons. And just play 2 Mog Fanatics this turn. Which means 1, 2, 3 plus 6 is only 9. Deal 5 more damage somehow. That's assuming everybody got in. Which is unlikely. I think I need to play Pashalik Mons because it's the most mana efficient. Do I want to attack? Can I kill this Renin 6? I swing, they block 2 of them. 2 of them die, so it takes 2. Then I get to ping them. So Renin 6, oh, and I get to hit it. 2 of them die, so it takes 2. I get to hit it, and then I get to ping them with the Mog Fanatic. So I think it dies no matter what. Which I think I have to do. And just take 10. Let me do this again. So they block here and here. They take 1. Ren goes to 3. This stacks it, it goes to 1. This dies, it goes to 1. Yeah, this is... Now, if they kill my Pashalik Mons before damage, I'm fucked. So... This Renin 6 has effectively drawn, like, 3 cards, which is not good for us. And they blocked correctly because this forces me to sack my Mog Fanatic to kill it. Which means one of my damages is going to be wasted. Wasted on their face, but like... Now, actually, 9 damage is looking pretty good. If they swing at me for 10 and they somehow tap out or just don't have anything relevant. One thing to remember, which is like one of our outs this game, is that just because they kept picking lands out of their graveyard with Renin 6 doesn't mean they didn't keep drawing lands as well. There may be a land or 2 over there. I'm actually very glad that I killed that Renin 6 because they could have killed my Pashalik Mons by just ping, Renin 6 ping. So even though they have another, that's not the worst thing that ever happened. Is this going to be a Riveteer's Charm? No. Liana. Okay. Okay. So we can't kill this Renin 6, so if they make me sack, I'm going face. I think a Slingang Lieutenant kills them. Well, I can't play it, but... No attacks! Interesting. They're really just trying to tick this up. Okay. Well, I mean, this is what we've been waiting for. We're still at a healthy 17. Just Slingang, but I think that's enough. A land next turn would, like, steal it. But they have one card in hand, which I'm gonna assume is a land. Because who's that lucky that they draw all non-lands? So a land means I get to play Mog Fanatic plus Slingang. Which would be 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, it might only be 9. Roxa is painful. I actually am not going to get to Mog Fanatic plus Slingang because Liliana and Croxa make me discard both. So, is what it is. Interesting, they could have ticked up Lily. Oh, they're just going to empty my whole hand? Wow. That's so strong. They're going to empty my whole hand because they're going to Lily and then Croxa. So I need to draw another Slingang off the top. They're definitively dead to that, but this is where I draw the Leyline of the Void instead of anything else. There are no choices to be made. The Blightning Titan is going to do it again. Tarmogoyfs are a lot less scary, at least. Maybe we have a little bit more time. But they did stop us from surely winning. Oh, and you have to play it. It's real painful. I mean, they're at 6 now. I think best case scenario is they accidentally sack Lily, and in response we sack our ringleader to Pashlik Mons and get 2 tokens and then sack one of those. Well, they drew a garbage one off the top. Alright, so they did the bad thing. Now the question is, do I even block? This is 9. Oh, well, I definitely don't block now. I just have to draw something right here. We're knocking the top of the deck. We're looking for Lightning Helix. What does it? I'm not sure what even does it. Smart of them not to attack with the Goyfs. Sling Gang will do it. That do it? Not quite. It'll block. They'll be at 3. I'll take 6. I think I'm dead if I don't draw Sling Gang off the top, because they're going to go to 2 here. I feel like we've been squeezing every last bit of juice out of this and just still not getting very lucky. One blocker back. Interesting. Oh, okay. There it is. So we have to block the 2 things. I think we actually kill a Goyf here. Interesting. I don't think it matters, but it's interesting. So Sling Gang, maybe Ringleader. The Lightning Bolt we don't play. They could bolt us right here too and we're just dead. But alright, they put us to 1 just to do it, just to send a message. Alright, we didn't get there. We drew lands every time we needed something else that whole match. But it is what it is. It was a good game. Both teams played hard. Sorry, I got a message about my friend's wedding. This hand is so bad. Zekery? What are they? What are they? This a Titanape? What? I think we need a better hand than that. Hand is interesting. Keep this hand. I think I Soken's on for. They mulled to 5. They're on some disgusting combo deck, so we're gonna have to. They're on some disgusting combo deck. Why? Why does that exist? So disgusting combo deck, does my life total matter? Probably not. I'm gonna shock this in one way or another, but I don't know, maybe this, like, the chance that I draw 3 lands in a row and then want to play this Tokenzon, super low. I think I'm just gonna play out Battlecry Goblin next turn. That way, even if I don't draw a land, I can activate it, swing for 5. I wish it was just 1 more. It needs to be 6 to trigger it. So the bot said they're on Calibrated Blast. I'm hoping that that's not true. Although, no, I'm probably hoping that that's true based on what I've seen. I mean, there's nothing to hide here. They have nothing to interact with us. We're just goldfishing at each other, and this is modern. Talking about getting a hotel for this wedding. Okay, so I guess they probably have it in hand, but playing Stomping Ground out tapped is like kind of good for us. Oh, that's a good draw. It's actually a very good draw. So now we attack for 7, 8. And they are dead on board. So usually Calibrated Glass takes 2 turns to kill, I think. I think we're just gonna get there, just barely. And then who knows what the hell we're gonna do for game 2. I mean, definitely board in Thoughtseize and Void Mirror, because they do cascade occasionally. Doesn't look like they got the 4th land. That's a pretty good draw too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I do need to activate this once just to get the extra token. So there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't have to make any moves. So they're dead. The reason you don't make any more moves is because if they try to remove something, you can sack a bunch of stuff to like to pump the remaining stuff. So like they try to remove Battlecry Goblin, I pump one more time, I sack a token, and this to Battlecry Goblin, I get it 3 more damage. You can actually do a ton of damage with Skirk and Battlecry Goblin out. Very good in Pioneer. They may be on Belcher. I really don't know. We're going to be on like hyper aggressive plans. Although I've seen them rely on their graveyard. I'm not sure that that's the case. Klingang is like okay, but it relies on having 4 lands, and I don't want to do that. Maybe that's the same reason not to bring in Trashmaster. I think you have to get a little bit lucky, so I'm going to cut a Kiki. Actually, these Munitions Experts are nothing more than 2 mana 1/1s. The same could be said for Matron, but I think I'm going to leave them in. Maybe you need some number of these 2 mana 1/1s. And maybe... I don't think you want Leyline. You're just going to bring in a Miser's Leyline? Like we're vintage players? Do it. Just like overloading on aggressive stuff that attacks. And this we're snap keeping. It can't cast Snoop naturally, but we can Mog War Marshal and Skirk into it. This is definitely one of our more aggressive hands in terms of like just getting shit on board, and then Matron can find us our Battlecry Goblin. We can also just combo. Because we can just combo, I'm gonna lead on Skirk as opposed to Mog Fanatic. They're virtually identical in the aggro plan with no removal anyway. So let's do this. They fetch a Spara's Headquarters. Is this just Oops All... No, it can't be Oops All Spell, is there? Why would Calibrated Blast be banned? This is 5 colors. Is this just Domain Zoo? It's a Scion of the Draco deck. So it's not what I expected at all. No idea why their game looked like it did last time. There are 5 colors for Scion of the Draco. A little bit late on that one, but yes. Do they play that in Calibrated Blast? Is that what you're saying? Oh, because Scion is... I see. Okay. Okay. That actually does make sense. We combo next turn with 0 interaction. Enemy? I'll take 4. Second Scion. If this is Path to Exile, they got me, but I'm gonna go for it. Make blue mana. Assert dominance. Did you know that blue is good against combo decks? What I heard. Get to play all the good blue cards like Conspicuous Snoop. Just, you know, all the good blue cards. They're dead. I don't know if they know it. You know what? Because I don't know if they know it, I might not be dead. I'm gonna start targeting the token. Can I just start targeting the token? What happened there? Save targets. Must have missed the save targets button. So, here, because they could theoretically hit this Harbinger with a path as I try to target it, I'm gonna make a ton of mana so I can Matron plus Ashlikmon. So I'm gonna go overboard on how many I get. I could have also saved my second black mana to fetch Sling-Gang Lieutenant or something like that, but Pashlikmon's is good enough. So I want 16 plus 3 plus 3. So 22 of these, and I'm not actually going to count them. So we're going to be here for another 30 seconds or so. Just make so I don't have to count, because that would take longer, right? Than just like making it and eyeballing it. This looks like it's 10 a row. Then there's like a whole bunch more here. So Boggart Harbinger. Think they're gonna like oh, I was gonna say, do you think they're gonna Veil of Summer me? But they did not. You just respond to the Veil of Summer by continuing to sacrifice your goblins. Not a ton they can do. Alright, this person just gave me the good luck, the Meat Man, which means they're on a degenerate combo deck, which means this hand is bad. So is this hand, but it is very good against Ragavan. They mulled to 6, I'm going to 5. This hand is not great, but has a lot of combo outs, so I'm going to keep it. I don't think I'm going to keep the Ringleader. We're going to keep Double Vial, and I guess we'll try. I guess you're not thinning your deck because this fetch land is gonna shuffle it regardless. The shock land that we threw on the bottom. It looks like Yogmoth. Which means that mulling towards combo is actually very good. We haven't found it yet, but it's still good. They also just don't have removal in general. So I kind of want to play this Battlecry Goblin out. But I also need to get this vial out. So next turn we can give the goblin haste anyway. Snoop would obviously be the best draw against Yogmoth, but we'll see. Greased. Well, the Aether Vial is actually good against Grist. How's it going, Brumbaugh? Good to see you. Let's just take that Blood Crypt out. A 1-drop would be decent here. I don't know if we would kill Grist. Matron's not the worst draw. Not good because I don't have a ton of mana. But do I want to, like, goad them into killing my Battlecry Goblin by just playing it out here and attacking? I think I'm supposed to do this because I need to, like, I need to keep them off of a lot of just stuff to attack with. So, like, they may want to sack something to kill this Battlecry Goblin next turn. I don't know. But I think pressuring the Grist is kind of necessary, unfortunately. Now, if this is a Yogmoth, I'm in probably a lot more trouble than a second ago. Looks like Yogmoth. It is Yogmoth. So now our instant speed stuff doesn't save us from their removal. And it's legitimately going to be hard to get rid of this Yogmoth. I guess I can play Matron. I play Matron and grab Mog War Marshal. Maybe the turn after I can kill Yogmoth. There's not a ton I can do. There's not a ton I can do this turn, I don't think. I could try to goad them into making a mistake with Yogmoth, but they may just do that anyway. Like, maybe I don't need to maybe overextend and not catch a play and have them just, like, totally wreck me. That's not good. It's gonna be a no-brainer for them to activate and start killing my stuff. Could be Court of Calling too for a second Yogmoth. We're pretty far behind at this point. I mean, we can, like, if they swing with this, that's a huge mistake by them. Because we'll force a lot of things on cards that don't matter. Three mana, Eldritch Evolution, the Young Wolf. I guess they're going to get... They're going to go get another Undying Threat. So I need to do this now. And it's not going to work. But I do need to do this. There's nothing I can do to like stop all that. All right. So what they're going to have to do in response to this, and it's not that big a deal, is sack stuff so that this doesn't die. So 2 things have to get sacked. But they are going to have 2 less things. They do draw 2 cards, though. Did we go to 5 or 6? I think we went to 6. No, I went to 5. If we play this whole night and I only lose the matchups where I mulled to 5 game 1, because this will be the second time. Oh, I forgot that they could sack something else to reset this counter. So we're just dead. I mean, not dead, but we might as well be. They're gonna go grab probably Strangleroot Geist. Oh, I guess Geralf's Messenger is like the best one. And then we're not at a lower life total, but I think this doesn't matter. Actually, we might be okay for us 1 more turn, which we can actually haste a Snoop that we get. Cost 2 though, but I need to draw Snoop straight up. I'm gonna yield. I draw a Snoop straight up and we survive through the turn with this Battlecry Goblin. I think we win. Or do we lose? Is this already lethal? Isn't it 2 life for 2 life for me? Or they're just filling their hand, right? Yeah, they're just filling their hand. Which is fine. They're looking for ways to kill us, which is probably the right call. Like, just don't give me another turn. Board of Calling doesn't kill me. I guess Court of Calling gets Essence Warden. Now they chord with this on the stack to get Blood Artist. I think that kills me. Could target themselves with this. The game's over one way. Laporte. All right, it's the same. So now they don't lose life for sacking things and dead. But we identified the interaction point correctly. They got 2 undying creatures out. Lost. So we could board and Leyline of the Voids here. We don't have a ton. I think we're gonna. And we're just gonna mull for combo and not stop at Leyline of the Void. We leave this in because it can haste something. I think I'll take out the last Ringleader. Actually, I have all these Mog Fanatics and I'm mulling for combo, so let's leave out this. We can take out 1 Sling Gang. This is like another 2 ships pass in the night matchup, even though it doesn't look like it. If we had Necromentia and we could just like, I mean, it would look like a more fair game, but really we would be doing the same thing where we're mulling to 3 mana cards that win the game. I don't think I can keep this. I mean, it has 8 outs. What are the chances? Let's do the hypergeometric. We have a population size of 53. There are 8 successes, meaning matrons or snoops. Our sample size is going to be what? We have 3 turns to draw it. So we only get to draw 2. We need 1. This is not likely. 28% chance. I think you got to mull that. This is much better. We're going to keep this. We're going to throw back one of our pieces of interaction. We're going to hope we draw a land so that we can do this as soon as the vial hits 3. We get to play around a grist. 1 land, and we have this game, assuming no super shenanigan. We're gonna kill this. Leyline of the Void, not a good draw. Almost the opposite of a land. Card we never want to cast with lands. One of the most expensive cards in our deck to cast with lands anyway. Just need a land. There's 22 of them left in the deck. Also not a land. For the best possible draw that isn't a land, when I say draw, I mean card on top of our deck is Munitions Expert. And we could also play Snoop to dig past Skirk Prospectors, Mob Fanatics, etc., etc. But I'm not going to do it. I am going to Violin Snoop, though, because the chance of us drawing a land is pretty high. Patron is not what we want. But we can get another Snoop. There's the land. Doesn't matter at this point. There's nothing I can tutor that's relevant here, other than the Boggart Harbinger that's going to win me the game, but I can't stop them from doing anything good and guarantee it. I think I'm just supposed to, like... I think I'm just supposed to pass, and then instant speed, I get Matron. I could kill this Wall of Roots. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana next turn. It takes 7 for a chord. They could play land that gets 6. Alright, I think we're safe for 1 more turn. Maybe wrong, but... There's the land. Did I count wrong? No, I didn't count wrong. They could chord for a grist. They just have the Yogmoth straight up. Which, that's fine. I can actually kill this Yogmoth. Well, I can't kill the Yogmoth if they sack things, can I? I'm gonna Violin this Matron. So pay 1 life, put a -1/-1 counter on up to 1 target creep. Okay, so they're gonna do it. They're gonna kill my Snoop. They could wait to see what I put in play with it. They're not doing it. They kill my Snoop. All they have is they have an 0-3 Wall of Roots, a 2-4 Yogmoth, and a 2-2 Young Wolf. I can force them to sack the Wall of Roots, which means I would die to... I wouldn't die. I can do that by... Well, I can actually just hit the Wall of Roots with a munitions expert here. And I can't play a Snoop, so I think I'm supposed to do this. Well, actually, I can't. They could sack the Young Wolf to put a -1/-1 counter on one of my guys. But then I'm getting rid of the Young Wolf, which is what I wanted. So that ended up the same no matter what we targeted. If we target the Young Wolf, they sack this to rebuy the Young Wolf. The same way they did. They have 8 cards in hand. I imagine there's a land or two among them. If I would have got Pashlik Mons and drawn a land, would I have won the game? I'm asking because I may want to tick this up. Do I matron? I think I matron to kill a Yogmoth, but they probably have another Yogmoth. After they just drew all those cards. And I think I want to play another munitions expert this turn. So, like... Oh, do I even have another munitions expert left? Yeah, I do. This is a tough one. I think I have to kill this Yogmoth just to slow them down. Because they're at such a low life total. So we'll thin our deck of the munitions experts. I don't think I want another one this turn. That would not be good. And we will find munitions expert. And I will tick this up. Because if we draw Kiki... Alright, we don't draw it. Fine. They can only kill one goblin with Yogmoth. Oh, no, they can kill 2? Oh, fuck. This was a bad play. This was a bad play. I mean, I can attack past the Yogmoth for 2 damage, which may end up being relevant. I forgot that they could sack the wolf twice. I don't know. How does that, like, just flip your mind, even though that's everything it does? There was probably a way better play there now. Like, even just getting Pashlik Mons and trying to set up. Whenever you put 1 or more mons on a creature... So they're just going to get infinite snakes here, but it costs them life, so it's not a big deal. They're at 8. This vial being on 4 is going to be big. Man, their board's going to get huge, though. Oh, no, it just stays. Okay, so does... No, Mod War Marshal doesn't win because they can just kill my Sling Gang in response. They're so low, though. There's got to be things that just win the game. I think Mod War Marshal might win the game. We'll see. Wait. Turn off auto yields. I want to sack this. Yeah, let's sacrifice them. I'd like to draw Pashlik Mons. I'm gonna say no here. Ringleader, not quite it. Does cost them 2 life to kill it. They're at a virtual 1. If I play Sling Gang Lieutenant, they kill it in response. Then they go to 4. Then I take them down to 3. And then 2 guys come into play, so it's not really a virtual 1. All right, so we're just gonna play Ringleader. I mean, it's a card. Card that can't even be countered. Leyline of the Void is not a good one. I regret bringing every single one of them in. I regret it immensely. If that was a Mog War Marshal or a Sling Gang Lieutenant, we might win. Might just have it locked up. I mean, we might win anyway, but hard to imagine winning when they have 7 cards in hand. So this is going to be Zulaport Cutthroat, and we're dead because they just infinitely get -1/-1 counters and snake tokens, I believe. So they stayed at 5 there. And I go down. But who did they put the -1/-1 counter on? I'm confused. Oh, they can target itself? Or is it up to 1? GG. They got me. Damn. I mean, 2 mults to 5 in game 1s. That's rough. We knew exactly what to do there. We got bad hands. I don't know. Just a little bit unlucky. Not grossly unlucky, I wouldn't say. We had chance both games. I think I probably played a little bit poorly with the munitions expert tutor, but I don't know if there was a tutor that would get me out of that, other than like maybe I was supposed to not do that at upkeep, wait to see what I drew. I draw Pashlik Mons after ticking up and I win, but I didn't identify that, nor did I draw Pashlik Mons anyway, so I'll keep this. Draco 1. Scion of the Draco incoming. Probably not. No 4-color though. Not lucky enough to play against 4-color. It is Scion of the Draco incoming. Wow, holy crap. What? Why play Modern? I gotta be honest. Like, when you're not learning, it feels a lot like this is a legendary. This is a mistake. When you're not learning, like this person is about to learn a very harsh lesson here, you can't even undo it. I wouldn't be surprised if they just concede. telling them that mistake. Yup, they conceded. And I don't even think you can undo that. And they were like, what? Oh. And now they're dead. We know what we're playing against, so we're gonna take the same route we took, which is hide out the long game stuff, take out some creature removal. Maybe Sling Gang Lieutenant is a better top deck than I gave it credit for, but you want to... yeah, you know what? This is probably what I want to do. Okay. Quería descartar la otra caverna. Yeah, it's... Oh, I've heard it before. They wanted to discard their other cavern in their hand. I'm giving them the Lo Siento. MTGO. MTGO is bad. This is like an aggro hand with a Thoughtseize, but they have like a ton of redundancy. I don't think this is fast enough. We're gonna mulligan to combo. Oh. This is a bad hand. Let's go to more combos. Combo. Please. We can go lower. You can keep this. Throw back, we could throw back BCG, but we may actually win on the back of BCG and a couple 2-drops. So, like, this Aether Vial is going to tick up and is going to be the way we do things, I think. Oh, wait, cancel. I think I want to keep the mountain. Or throw back the mountain. We have a lot more 1-drops in the deck after board. There's the land. So I'm just gonna play out the Snoop. Humans. Is this for Blood Moon? This is not the version we saw earlier, if it is Calibrated Blast. This may just be Belcher. They Blood Moon us, but not a huge deal, to be perfectly honest. Not with the hand we kept. That's a decent draw. Let's get this into play painlessly. And just play out a Snoop. There's a Harbinger on top. We can't actually play it if there's a Harbinger on top, but we can wait for the Vial to tick up. This is looking like Belcher. Oh no, it's Planebound Accomplice combo. Red Prison with 1 cavern for Spiromancer? Apparently not. It's like a sneak and show deck for modern. I've seen it before. I think they put in like Luca. I think they put in Luca. So if they have it, I think we're dead next turn because they do Luca into Emrakul. And we have exactly 6 permanents and we'll have exactly 0 afterwards. And they'll have a Planebound Accomplice still to beat us to death with the rest of it. Yeah. There's Luca. And now they polymorph it into an Emrakul. Oh, but it doesn't have haste. We do have 1 more turn. Not quite enough. Not quite enough. Can't cast spells from the top. I guess we do this. to get 1 extra permanent and maybe kill them. So they block here, they take 6. They go to 8. We sacrifice 5 things. We have a Snoop. We're dead. Actually, we would keep... No, there's no way for us to shuffle. We're just dead. No way for us to shuffle. That being the case, I don't think we change anything. I guess you want more munitions experts. Never mind. We do change something. What do we want less of is the question. Guess Void Mirror? Does Luca say cast? There's more than one Luca, isn't there? Fucking A. I think he's the... Was he Wayward Bonder? Are you kidding? It was Coppercoat? Well, I don't know why Luca Wayward didn't work, but we'll type the whole... Oh, I'm just supposed to hit... Hard, Luca, Copper, Coat, out. Does it cast it is my question. Nope. So, Void Mirror doesn't do anything. Both Plainbound Accomplice and Luca don't cast. So, I think we're just gonna go like this. I would like to play first. This kills a Plainbound Accomplice and has a basic mountain. I kind of don't mind this hand. We can draw a Snoop even. I think we keep this. They can turn 2 Blood Moon us, but not turn 1. We're safe to do this. Next turn, we're likely just gonna play out a Battlecry Goblin and fetch a basic Swamp. I don't know if this aggro plan is fast enough, but we also have the bit to kill the accomplice, so may Blood Moon us next turn as well. Ooh, that's a good draw. They have the Lucas. They have an Anger of the Gods, a Mages of the Moon, Seasoned Pyromancer. I don't care about the Magus. Every single card in this hand just fucking wrecks me. The Anger wrecks us the worst. The rest is not their plan A, so we're gonna take Anger. I can do 3, 4. I have 5 damage by swinging. I don't think I'm gonna pump. Actually, we may want to pump. No, because I want to be able to kill Seasoned Pyromancer, I think. Or Mages of the Moon. Yeah. And then pump with whatever land we draw to do like a lot of damage and make it so that a lot of things kill them. Another... That was their only land. They can't even play anything here. Oh, yeah, they can Desperate Ritual. I forgot about that. They choose to Season Pyromancer instead of Magus, which is probably smart. I'm going to kill this because we want to attack in with our Battlecry Goblin as well. Grab a basic mountain because it's irrelevant at this point. Again, don't really care about the Mages of the Moon other than the fact that it's a 2/2, so we're okay here. Snoop is a good draw. Makes a lot of things awkward, though. They don't have removal. I mean, they may have drawn it. I think I just have to play Snoop out. Because, like, let's say I play Mog Fanatic. I ping one of these. I activate. I swing. I swing for 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. They block here. They take 5. They go to 11. Who cares? Are they dead next turn? If they do that, I would have 1, 2, 3, 4 goblins. And then they take 2, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I wouldn't even... I would be 1 short. Oh, no, I could Mod Fanatic them. I wouldn't be 1 short. So they're dead on board one way or the other. I think the better way is to just do this. Gonna swing in with the Munitions Expert because it doesn't matter. Can't tell if that's a free block or what. I think I'm fine to do that. I mean, it makes it so I can't attack with 6 power without this, but clearly I'm trying to win the game next turn another way. So here's a Luca. They get on an Emrakul, but then I just untap and win, right? Yeah. They could not resist. Unless they have Gut Shot. Jiki jiki. All right. Well, that's gonna do it for us. This is where the Magic stream ends. I'm gonna go offline for a few minutes and then I'm gonna turn on Elden Ring. I stream that from my PlayStation for now while I don't have a... Es cierto. An interesting thing that you can do with the Snoop combo, even when you can't attack, it comes up against green white enchantments. Sometimes you can just eat an Annihilator 6 trigger from Emrakul by making infinite goblins. It's pretty interesting. We get one chest. We're gonna crack that. Get right open. We're gonna get our well-deserved whatever prize it is. Where is it? Sealed product. Big chest right here. Thank you, Lasty. I agree. That's I didn't watch anybody else's stream either. I just do it because some people come talk to me and I feel like I'm not playing a single player game by myself in my room. But we get Aegis Angel. I used to have so many of these. I actually have one signed by the artist that I got in a junk bin. Like, you know, like a bulk bin. Anyway, the deck is good. I hate playing Modern right now. There's just nothing really to learn. It feels... I was excited to play it when Ledger Shredder was in every deck, and it still is, but it's like not new. Play patterns are pretty standard. Very good card for them, but you know, the matchups haven't changed a ton. So if you're looking to watch Elden Ring in 5-10 minutes, stick around. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. I hope you have a good night.